Could a car from the early 1980s still be your safest, most dependable ride? I say yes, and the Toyota Camry proves it. I'm Morgan Lane, your safety-first car expert. You're watching Recall Roadmap with Morgan. When Toyota launched the Camry in the US in 1983, nobody knew it would turn into a quiet icon. Decades later, an iSeeCars longevity study says about 13.5% of Camrys cross 250,000 miles. That's way above average for a sedan. Autoblog even calls the Camry an exceptionally trustworthy sedan. I feel that in my bones. I've seen old Camrys roll into shops with faded paint and perfect heartbeats. Here's what we're doing today. I pulled 40 years of crash tests, recall records, and owner surveys to map the Camry's evolution. What got safer, what got cheaper to own, and which years you should grab or avoid. By the end, you'll have a clear, simple checklist you can use on a test drive. If you love deep dive car stories, tap. Like so more folks see this. And quick question for you. What's the oldest car you've ever driven? And did you trust it? Tell me below. So what gives the Camry its staying power? Let's rewind to where it all started. Remember the first time you saw a boxy Camry on the road? When Camrys first hit US roads, people didn't cheer. They just noticed they kept running. Toyota launched it in Japan in 1982 and brought it stateside in 1983. The plan was simple. Use proven engines, tight quality control, and win trust 1 mile at a time. It worked. Those early cars were basic, but tough. I still see 1980s and early 1990s Camrys come in with 200,000 miles and calm owners who say, it just starts. By the mid-1990s, the legend was set. Many reviewers and owner surveys call the 1995 Camry a standout year. Some lists even put 1995 and 2001 among the best used Camrys to buy. Autoblog sums it up well. The Camry has been an exceptionally trustworthy sedan through the years. Behind the scenes, I cross-checked owner forums, service manuals, and reliability surveys to make sure the nostalgia is real. It is. The formula in this era was durability first, comfort second, flash never. But strong beginnings don't guarantee a smooth future. Big redesigns can shake even a solid nameplate. Did the Camry hold the line when the 2000s brought new engines and tech? Let's find out next. Did the 2007 Redesign keep the magic or crack it? I remember those cars rolling into shops with fresh styling and new power. Toyota moved from the older 3.0-liter V6 to a stronger 3.5-liter in 2007, wrapped it in a sleeker body, and added more gadgets. Progress, yes, but first years can bite. Fixed-ease analysis flags 2006, 2007 as a rough patch tied to the handoff into the 6th generation. Owners of early V6s reported oil burning and higher than normal consumption. Toyota answered with technical service bulletins and updated parts, and many cars were corrected under warranty. In my files, that's classic new-gen teething. It wasn't all pain. Even through this period, most Camrys kept decent crash scores, and by the late 2000s, hybrids and better transmissions arrived. Quality surveys later in the decade often scored Camry models well, with many years earning strong ratings from J.D. Power. I went through TSBs, owner complaints, and shop invoices from that era. The pattern is clear. The earlier you are in a redesign, the more you need to verify maintenance and updates. So, did safety keep up while the tech changed? Let's check how Camry protected people, then and now. Can a 10 or 20-year-old Camry still protect you in a crash? In many cases, yes, and that's not me guessing. It's in the test data I keep on my desk. Toyota stacked safety layer by layer. By the 1990s, you saw ABS and airbags show up. The 2007 redesign made stability control more common. Then 2018 changed the game. Toyota Safety Sense brought automatic emergency braking, lane assist, and pedestrian detection to the lineup. That's big car protection in a mid-size shell. Here's a highlight I point to a lot. The 2010 Camry earned a 5-star overall rating from NHTSA, the top score at the time. IIHS, the other big tester, rated most 2010-2011 crashworthiness results as good. Jump to the 2018 redesign, and many trims qualified for IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus when equipped right. That's a strong safety arc. I compiled the crash test records by generation so we could see the trend, not just one-off wins. The curve climbs. That means older Camrys can still be safe if they're maintained, and newer ones add layers of active tech. But even safe cars get recall letters. So which Camry years faced big fixes? Let's open that file. Even the steadiest car needs a pit stop. So, which Camry years faced big fixes? I dug through the NHTSA database year by year, and the pattern is calmer than you might think. Take 1995. It had 5 recalls, but none touched the engine or steering. They were small visibility items like amber reflectors and labels. Now jump to 2018, the start of the 8th generation. That year shows 8 recalls, including 3 tied to the fuel pump assembly and a couple of labeling errors. Annoying? Sure. Reliability killing? Not in my book. Just make sure the bulletin work is done. You also remember the 2009-2010 unintended acceleration saga across Toyota. Investigations, including help from NASA, found no electronic throttle defect. The core issues were floor mat entrapment and pedal assemblies, and Toyota issued fixes. Like many brands, some Camrys were later caught up in the Takata airbag inflator campaign too. And as a small footnote, there was a late 80s door latch recall. Rare, but real. If this kind of deep dive helps you shop smarter, hit subscribe and share this with a friend. Next up, let's talk dollars and cents. What does a Camry cost to run over time? We know Camry is sturdy and safe, but is it easy on your wallet? I ran the numbers across fuel, repairs, and resale, and the answer is a steady yes. Fuel first. Early cars lived in the mid-20s mpg. By 2012 and on, 4-cylinder models often hit around 30-40 mpg on the highway. The hybrids took it further. Recent ones hover around 50 mpgs combined on some trims. Over decades, that's roughly a 25-35% gain in efficiency. Fewer stops, less money. Maintenance is friendly too. Many modern Camrys use timing chains instead of belts, so there's no big belt service every 90k miles. Industry data shows 2016-2019 models with lower than average annual repair costs among mid-size sedans. From my bay time, common jobs are simple: fluids, brakes, filters. Parts aren't exotic. Then there's resale. Camry's reputation keeps values strong. 5-year depreciation around 40% is typical, which beats many rivals by a healthy margin. That means you lose less when you sell or trade. I pulled mileage data from DOE guides and checked price trends and trusted value books to cross-check all this. With costs under control, the big question becomes simple. Which years are keepers and which should you skip? Okay, with all that on the table, which Camry year should you call your own? Here's my short list built from owner complaints, JD power scores, and used car analyses I respect. Top picks to hunt for: 1995, 2001, 2006, 2013, 2017, and 2019-2020. These years tend to carry fewer major complaints and strong quality scores. Note the nuance. 2006 is the final year of the 5th generation, mature and sorted. The very next year, 2007, kicked off a new generation and brought first-year problems, especially oil consumption reports on some V6. If you're considering 2007, I want to see perfect service records and proof of fixes. There are a few caution zones. Early 2000s V6 models had some oil burning reports, and 2010, 2011, right before the 2012 redesign, drew mixed reviews on ride and noise from some owners. Mixed signals exist for 2001 and a few datasets too, though many sources still rate it highly. The rule here is simple: inspect, test drive, and confirm recall and bulletin work on any car. I cross-checked car complaints tallies, JD power ratings, and recall logs to form these picks. So where does that leave the Camry today, and what's next? Let's close it out. What does the Camry story teach us about cars today? To me, it proves that steady, simple improvements win. From a humble 1983 sedan to a 20-bucks model with available all-wheel drive and advanced driver assist, the Camry kept its core promise. Be refined and reliable. That promise shows up in longevity. Decades of data say nearly 14 out of 100 Camrys make it to 250,000 miles. You feel that when a 20-year-old car still starts in the cold. Newer models stack on safety tech, automatic emergency braking, lane help, pedestrian detection, and the hybrids sip fuel like a compact. That's how you stay a bestseller in a world that loves SUVs. You've been watching Recall Roadmap with Morgan, and I hope this breakdown makes your search easier. If you want more honest, data-driven car safety stories, please subscribe. It helps me bring you deeper tests and clearer advice. Thanks for watching. Now I want to hear from you. Which Camry year would you pick next, and why? Drop your choice below, and if you learned something, share this with a friend who's shopping. I'm Morgan Lane, and I'll see you in the next deep dive.